Hello. In this video, I'm going to share with you a story, and after the story gets over, we'll draw some lessons from that. Before we proceed further, click on the link below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, stay connected. Story is from the life of Viktor Frankl. Have you heard his name? One of the great psychiatrists this world has had, and he was one person who survived Nazi concentration camps, and after he got free, did a lot of good work, and one of his books, Man's Search for Meaning, is quite famous. Recommend that you also read that. So the story Viktor Frankl narrates in one of his anecdotes is that one night, in the middle of the night, he got a call from a lady. And what did this lady say? The lady said, "I called you to inform that I'm going to commit suicide." Now, Victor was startled, middle of the night. And the only thing he could think of doing was to continue to engage that lady in conversation. A reason after reason, he kept on giving reasons as to why it's important to continue to live. And they talked for quite a number of hours. And after, towards the end of this call, this lady said, "All right, I'm now convinced I'll not commit suicide. You can rest and relax now." And she kept her word. Later, when they met, Victor was able to recognize, and he asked her, "Out of so many reasons that I gave to you, which reason convinced you to survive?" And the lady said, "None of those reasons." And Victor was again surprised. He said, "Then what?" Then lady explained what helped her to survive was that in the middle of the night, there is a person who is ready to listen to you, listen to all your woes, all your challenges, and he is ready to give his time to you. And if this world has people like that, the world cannot be as bad a place that I am considering it to be. That is what helped me to take a decision to survive. Now, this is how the story gets over. Now, the question is, as a person, as a team leader, as an organizational leader, as a family leader, what are the lessons that you draw from this? Because why I started with a story now, because I want to do a series of stories and draw lessons from them. So what are the lessons that come to your mind? You can share those in your comments, but what lessons come to my mind are, first lesson is, are you ready to give time to people? Understand that people come with their own stories. Like this lady, she had her own stories to finish her life, or her own reasons to finish her life. But are you one person who is ready to listen to that? Because once you are able to bring out the story from the mind of a person, then it's possible to change the thought process. So are you one person who is ready to listen? Second is, in the middle of the night, the example that comes is in the middle of the night, when someone calls you in distress, do you care enough? Do you have compassion enough to even take that call? That's again very important. Are you ready to do that? And then how much time did Viktor Frankl invest in this conversation? Quite a number of hours. And again, at a time when everyone wants to retire and rest and relax, that's when he gave so much of his time, because he valued one life over his discomfort. And that is how he continued to engage in conversation, and that conversation ultimately helped that lady to take a decision to stay alive. Now the question that we all need to ask is, do we have compassion enough for the people around us? I'm not talking about extreme cases where people are in distress and want to end their lives. But in general, do you have compassion enough? Do you care enough for people? Do you listen to people? Because what will come out of that listening, you never know. And that is what is an important quality that leaders need to demonstrate much more in today's organizational world. That are you ready to listen to people? Because people want to express, and they are seeking people who are ready to listen to them. You draw your own lessons, share your lessons with me, because that will expand my horizon too. And as I said a little while back, I'll continue to share more stories and we'll collectively draw lessons from them. Signing off now.